Hello there, this is Joseph. I'm also a beginner photographer based in Manila, and I would like to share my photography journey with you. I started out learning and trying photography since I was in high school way back in 2010, and let me say that wasn't just the worst set of photos that I've ever taken, but I'm going to share them with you. Okay, so let's start. I wasn't really as much as interested in photography. I was more interested in post-processing, trying out different things. I was really a fan of pop art and colorful stuff, so I asked to get a picture of me taken by my classmate, edited it to something like this, and I don't know what came up to my mind to do this. I also grabbed some pictures of us together and made like a colorful pop art poster. I borrowed my uncle's camera. It was a Nikon D40 with a kit lens. I didn't have any model, so I asked my cousin if we could do a photo shoot. My cousin was a little girl and she doesn't know anything, and she liked singing, so I thought maybe I could do an album cover of the things that she sings. So here it is. Again, I just wanted to try out editing in Photoshop. Her mother, my aunt, would always bring me to school programs and ask me if I could take photos. It was kind of a chore for me, but then it's also an opportunity for growth as a photographer. And there was this program where she dressed as a North American Indian. I'm not really sure, I'm sorry, but I was really fascinated and it was just beautiful, like Pocahontas costume. So I took a photo and I was really happy with it. There's another shot and I was just fascinated by the colors, and I guess this was the time when I started to think of the color palette, where in the photograph must have these colors that kind of unites the photo together. You would distinguish a photo that has a certain color palette from randomly put in together colors I don't even know, but we should start thinking of the color palette, which I'm going to make a video on some other time. I was a fan of pop art, and this time I asked my classmates, hey, would you like a photo shoot? I'm guessing you'd like a good profile picture, and they said yes, and we just had fun. Well, this was not the best, but I was really happy with this. Okay, so there was this wall in my classmate's house. It was plain gray, it was not painted. And I thought, that's a really good background. And that's when I started getting ideas. What about if I tried monochrome? Because I'm not a fan of monochrome, but again, it was a new thing for me, and it was really good. And this was the time when I realized that, hey, maybe I should continue doing photography. This is something that I could really get into because I really like it and people appreciate it. I just took photos of classmates. We didn't know how to pose. I didn't know how to instruct them. I didn't know how to set the camera manually. I didn't know how to stop the flash from popping out. Yeah. Just a message for frustrated beginner photographers out there. This is, I guess, just a motivation. Just don't give up. When you get frustrated, just think of this YouTuber who didn't even know how to stop the flash from popping out. Maybe that could motivate you just a little bit. Another one was thinking of poses because I really didn't know anything. So I asked my classmate, hey, could you do this? And she did just that. It's really bad. I also didn't know how to focus the lens manually, and I really got frustrated that I'm focusing on the leaves instead of her. So I just thought of it like, hey, maybe people could think of this as abstract or something. I don't know. Twilight came out. I wanted a profile picture inspired by that. This picture is not close to Twilight, but I guess you could see the inspiration somehow, just a little bit. Twilight. I was experimenting with post-process, and then I discovered that you could select the color and the rest would be in black and white, and I tried it on their lips. It was just a laughing stock for everyone, but I was happy by then. It was just something that people made fun of. But for me, hey, maybe I could use this for something else in the future. I was learning the manual focus, and I started capturing random stuff. I was really happy with this because I was able to blur the foreground or the background. This was the time when I started watching YouTube series, YouTube tutorials, YouTube vlogs about photography, and that's when I really started learning about photography. This was also the time when I started to experiment when framing the subjects. So you can see here my mom, I really miss you, mom, and this one's really blurry, really zoomed in, but for me it was special. Really hope you enjoyed the video. I will upload more of this, and I think it will be a little more interesting because by that time I grew a little more. If you are a pro already, we would really appreciate your help and your suggestion. I hope you will be part of this journey. You can do so by clicking the subscribe button below, and I hope you would like this video because it would really help out a lot. Really hope to see you on the next videos. Thank you.